It says we are live, and I'm hoping that we're live on the Heal Tribe. I think that's what we're doing. So I need to, all this time we're talking, I need to open my Facebook page just to make sure that we are live and well on Facebook land. Okay, so I need to open my group. Are you on your group? Are you guys on the Heal Tribe? Are you guys ready for us this morning? By the way, cheers. I have my juice. My guest left yesterday, like around 9ish, and I started doing my juice. So let me see if we are on. I am hoping that we are on. Let's see. If you guys can see us, make sure that you give us the thumbs up. I don't see it. So I wonder if I am live on the main group here. I told everybody I was going to do live on the Heal Tribe, but I don't see it here. Let me see. Can you check your phone and see if we're live? Because I want to make sure that I am. Are we live? Okay, which one are we? Are we live? Are we on the Heal Tribe or are we on? I am on the Lillian McDermott radio show. Okay, that's where I'm at. So let me find you guys. Okay, so here we go. I just want to make sure that I don't miss that I see all of your comments. Yep, it says that we are live there. Okay, and let me go to the show. That way I can find your comments. It's really difficult sometimes to see. Oh, we got some people watching already. Robin, cheers. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, well, now that I have you guys up, hold on a second. Let me do something right here. Okay, cheers, everybody. So last night, I had guests till 9 o'clock. I had a full day. And today I have a full day. And so I wanted to touch base with Dr. Gramith. How are you guys doing? Good morning, Dot. Good morning, Robin. From this point on, we are going to, because we both have busy days. So from this point on, I think we're going to broadcast from the Heal Tribe, and we're going to have Zoom sessions because that way people can interact as well. We haven't quite, because tomorrow is Saturday, Dr. Gramith. I'm so grateful to have Dr. Gramith. She is looking beautiful in red, the lady in red.
Up and early, yep.
Up and early. How are you feeling?
I'm great. Today's day 7, for me. And so lots of energy. And so I will be praying for you today as you start your juice fast and running around like a chicken with their head cut off is what we say here.
That's right. That's right. So I have a few more questions for you, Dr. Jen.
Okay.
What are some of the things that we need to look for to identify before it gets to be a crisis? By the way, I'm going to break my fast right now.
Rarely will it be more than what a person can tolerate. And so you just want to make sure that you're drinking at least a juice every couple of hours. And you're not going 4 or 6 hours without drinking any juice or water. And so you're just consistently through the day. That will cut down on the headaches, the symptoms. If you're a really toxic individual, you may feel like you have the flu for the first couple of days. Just continue to drink your juice, drink your water, and rest. Allow yourself to rest. That's why we typically start on a Friday, is you have the weekend to recover. And by Monday, you have your energy back. You're feeling back on top of the world. But there are some things that you can do if you start to have those reactions, like Epsom salts and peroxide baths, to soak and to pull more of those toxins out through the skin so it doesn't have to be processed out through the liver and kidneys. You can do infrared sauna or steam saunas. Those are great to do when juicing, when you're doing a juicing fast. So there's, a little bit of exercise. Don't increase your workout. You can do what you've been doing, but don't increase your workout for the first week of a juice fast, because your body is using all of those energy reserves to cleanse and to heal, and you can wipe yourself out.
Okay, for those of you who are watching that are participating on this cleanse or maybe are thinking about it, because even though the majority of us or some of us are starting today, maybe you realized yesterday that you were planning on starting today, but you didn't give up your meats or you didn't give up your processed foods or you didn't give up, and you're being smart to hold off to start a later time. We want to, the detoxification, we want to minimize it as much as possible. And 3 to 4 days, depending on how much processed foods and what a junk food junkie you are, you want to eat well at least 3 days to a week, right, Dr. Gramith?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you have the standard American diet, I'd say a week. If you are pretty healthy and you do a lot of vegetables and eat, little protein, you're fine with, 3 days prior to the fast. So
Okay, so Robin asked the question. Thank you, Robin. Cheers to all of you. She says, I get headaches often. What do you recommend and avoid or avoid anything?
as far as in the juices, I would recommend that you juice more of, use the Granny Smith apples in your juices. That has the magnesium that helps with the headaches. The majority of the time when people get the headaches is part of the detox reaction, but it's dehydration as well. And so, they may be drinking the juice, but they're not drinking water with the juice, and you need both. And then if you just add a little, like a fourth of a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt to your water or to your juice, that will help combat that too. So, things like that. You can get a powdered magnesium. Drinking the calm at night before going to bed helps to minimize headaches and you sleep better. So she could try those things.
Yes. Okay. So yesterday we talked about supplements. And so this is my cranberry supplement and this is my vitamin C. So these are okay to take because there are tablets. They're not capsules. So explain a little bit more about the capsules, because many people have medications that are capsules. Like, for example, I have progesterone in a capsule, which is a bioidentical progesterone. Is that something I can have? Or should I take it and open it up and take the powder?
You can take it and open it up, then I would do that. Now with tablets, I would just crush them to make it easier too, but they're much easier to break down and digest. So you can, as far as medications, you take whatever medications that you are on. You don't want to necessarily crush those. A lot of them are time released, and so you can still take your medication. You want to put as little in your digestive system as possible, and so you do the very best that you do, but don't take a bunch of detox supplement protocol along with it. Only take what is absolutely necessary.
Okay. So because we're going to be getting more vitamins and minerals in our food, so we may not need, this is one of the things that Dr. Clapper said when I did the water fast, is that, some people, their need for medication is different when you're going through a water fast or a juice cleanse than when you're eating the standard American diet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's true. And that's what you want to watch for, especially if you're doing insulin and things like that, because what happens is it's going to circulate and be absorbed at a much faster rate than when you take it with food and dilute it. And so typically, scaling back on the dosage would be the wise thing to do, especially if it has to do with blood glucose, heart medication. You want to monitor yourself either with taking your blood pressure, pulse, or fasting blood glucose, or taking blood glucose through the day and making sure that your blood sugars are normal and they're not bottoming out because you are taking insulin when you don't need to.
Okay, so this is our morning check-in. You had mentioned something about the pulse yesterday.
The Cocoa Pulse test, yeah.
What does that look like? You called it a cocoa, because I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
So
Not.
yeah, I was going to say.
Cocoa.
So you take your pulse. Yeah, you start off before you drink your juice.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah, you take your baseline pulse and see what it is. Then you have the juice, and then you wait 10 to 15 minutes after that. You take your pulse again. When your pulse jumps 10 to 15 points more, you know, you're sensitive to whatever you just ingested. So you can do that with food. This is how I teach people who can't afford to do the food sensitivity test how to check their foods themselves at home, and they will eat one item. But now what you don't want to do is have 5 to 6 different ingredients in that juice when you're trying to check this for sensitivities. You do one at a time. And so you may juice a little bit of celery, drink that, take your pulse, drink the carrots, and then, and so forth, and check to see if you're sensitive. But you'll know, because you won't feel well. You should feel really well and satisfied when you're drinking your juices, other than a little bit of the healing crisis, but that happens later in the afternoon.
It all depends on how quickly your body is processing, because what's going to happen is if your body isn't digesting the crap that we eat, then it is available to do all the detoxification we need. And
Right.
so those are things that you're going to discover wonderful things about your body. I'm really excited for all of us. Dot has a question. By the way, ask your questions right away, because we're going to do this for 15 minutes and that's it. Because we both have, I've got Dr. Andy Wakefield coming on at 8 o'clock, 8:05. So I hope you join us for that as well. Dot says, I want to make the same juice each day. Is that okay?
Yeah. Because you're limiting yourself with the certain nutrients. So you're only getting a handful of nutrients instead of a wide variety of nutrients. You can do the same juice and drink that juice for one day, and then the next day do a different style juice and drink that, and then just rotate. But try to get as many of your fruits and vegetables that you can into your juices. So I know it's, frustrating for people to have to get all kinds of, fruits and vegetables, but you're doing this to build health, so you want to just flood the body with all of those critical nutrients. And, if you're just doing carrot and apple and, cucumber, you're limiting yourself greatly. So you want to try to do different, do a green juice, do a beet juice, do a carrot juice, try the different types of juices. They're all delicious, all delicious.
So what are you juicing today?
Today I am doing a kale lemonade.
Kale lemonade. That recipe is in the manual that I sent you guys. Also, so yesterday I had guests at the house till about 9 o'clock. After that, I had to start cleaning all my veggies and get them ready. I posted a video last night. That was at 9:30 or so. And then I started the process. And so I didn't want to get too fancy because I needed juice. And today I'm going to a place that is amazing. They have juices there. So I didn't feel like I had to be so creative. But I have celery, carrot, and ginger. That was the quickest and easiest thing for me to do. It had nothing to do with science. It was just there and ready for me. And so, so it would be great, Dr. Gramith, if you sent me a text or an email with what you normally do. What is your pattern? That way we are sure to rotate ourselves. So if you have the time and if you can do that, I know you're really busy today, but I wanted to see if you can do that in the future. Okay. Now, and that's the reason. So we don't want to eat the same thing every day because you'll get bored with it. So you can have a little broth. Like I've got my broth already made for tonight. I've got, just think of this. This is your food. This is your food. Would you want to eat the same thing every day? And what would happen to your body if you did? So this is our food now for the next, I don't know how long you're committing to, but I'm committing to 7 days plus 7 days plus 7 days, or maybe just one day. Okay. So okay. So Dot is saying that would be great to see what you have. That way we can just kind of like work on that. Now, for those of you, just know that I am going to juice a bunch of vegetable. I mean, I'm going to juice. I didn't have time to do that last night, but I'm going to juice as much as I can. Saturday, it's going to be my batch juicing day. and I'm going to freeze as much as I can. And then I will thaw it out the day before. That way the juice is fresh. Now, when I put fruits and vegetables in my freezer to do broths, because I don't want it to go bad, I want to put it in my freezer. Whenever you put a banana in and it's thawed out, it gets all squishy. When it comes to our juices and putting it in the freezer, does it get bad taste? There's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
because you've removed the fiber, so it's the fiber in there that starts to break down. And so you remove the fiber, the juices taste just the same as if you did it fresh. And so that's the best way to do it, is to freeze it, juice it, freeze it, and then let it thaw out for the, throughout the night for the next day.
Yeah, that is the only way I'll be able to do this. I am going to batch it tomorrow on Saturday. And so what will be our commitment time for tomorrow? And then we'll meet on the Heal Tribe. Now, if you email me today, email me as early as you can. Don't wait till tomorrow morning. But if you email me today, we will send you a Zoom link and tell you the time. What time are we available tomorrow, Dr. Gramith?
Any time in the morning, I am available. Yeah.
So can you do 9 o'clock Eastern time? Or 9 or 10? Which one is best?
9 would be better.
9. Okay, 9 a.m. is our check-in tomorrow morning. And you need to email me right now because I have a very, very busy day. I probably won't be getting back until I'm leaving right after the interview. I won't be coming back until probably late after dinner. So if I don't get your email on time, you will not get a Zoom message. I can't chase after you guys. So please, please, please make sure that you email me with enough time. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, if you want to be a part of that, email me now so that we can make arrangements to send you the link for Zoom. Okay, Melissa, she says, leave room at the top of the container. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. We mentioned that yesterday. So I got someone, you want to make sure you leave room. Like when you aren't drinking it fresh the same day or whatever, you could fill it up to the brim, put your lid on it, and that because you don't want as much air in it. But when you are freezing anything, I've learned that the hard way. You want to go to about here. So, because you want to let the stuff expand, it gets, so thank you so much, Melissa. You're the teacher's pet today. Anyway, any other questions? Because we're about to leave. We went 3 minutes. Oh, so it's 15-minute call. Tomorrow, I don't know if Dr. Gramith has a little bit more than 15 minutes, but be prompt. 9 a.m. Don't be just mosey on in because we are not waiting for you. And this is going to be a 15-minute call. Have your questions, have your concerns, write them down because we are doing this as we are claiming this. We're claiming our health back and we're getting to know and love our bodies all over again. Okay, so no more questions. We are going to go. So stay tuned for Dr. Andrew Wakefield because we're going to talk about his new documentary called 1986, The Act. So, okay, never been teacher's pet before ever. Oh, good job, Melissa. You see, juicing is changing your life already. Okay, so thank you, Dr. Gramith, for taking the time. I know this is a special day for you. And so we will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time in the Heal Tribe. If you want to be a part of the Zoom and interact with Dr. Gramith, then you've got to send me an email right now. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
I didn't even record this. Okay, so it's